One of the bloodiest battles in the Civil War takes its place in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Holding the highest number of casualties of any battle of the Civil War, many lives were lost, and they would not go unknown for their courage and great deed. This specific battle was the turning point for the Union in the Civil War and cornered the South. Lincoln took this window of opportunity and gave a powerful speech. Not only does Lincoln honorably bestow a farewell to the soldiers who gave their lives for the livelihood of their country, but through his rhetorical usage, Lincoln unites his speech together, and this in turn transfers into his central message of unity as a nation. Lives upon lives, the number of those lost was the greatest of the Civil War. It was a direct impact to both sides. Lincoln addresses his farewell in his speech and states that those who have died will not have died in vain. His heart-striking speech gives comfort and closure to the ones living and brings forth his plans. Lincoln delivers a promise as Lincoln states that the nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom, and that the government of the people for the people shall not perish from the earth. Lincoln's usage of juxtaposition, the comparison of two ideas which may be complete opposites, gives life to how two completely different ideas, the North and the South, should become one, just as he compares life and death under the same pen. Lincoln uses juxtaposition to emphasize his uniting tone. Lincoln's remorse for the Civil War comes out as he mourns the loss of fellow Americans, regardless whether he was a Union soldier or a Confederate. Lincoln also encourages the audience to not let their deaths be made in vain, but rather remember how two separate ideas or notions can coexist unless under a similar structure. His final statement creates one final juxtaposition of a new birth and the prevention of a perished nation. This appeals to the audience to take action because the American people know how vital liberty is. The final statement left an impact on the audience because of the way Lincoln closely relates to his audience.
It is for us, the living, rather, to be dedicated here to the unfinished work which they who fought here have thus far so nobly advanced. It is rather for us to be here, dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from these honored dead we take increased devotion to that cause for which they gave the last full measure of devotion, that we here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain.
Lincoln expertly draws the audience into the purpose of the message, preservation of the nation and its founding ideals, by using rhetorical devices. While the address contains a political aim, mainly that of preserving the Union, it served as a stirring and moving speech that could metaphorically speak for all the dead soldiers in the war. Lincoln delivered the Gettysburg Address upon a structure of past, present, and future. The three parts of the speech, broken into their composite parts, relate a brief summation of history, a reflection on the current struggle, and how the choices of the present dictate the future course. Lincoln very much succeeds in capturing his audience with his words. Although curt and straightforward, Lincoln shows his understanding of the people. His speech is known to be one of the many great speeches of history to be made, and one very well known. He lives until this day through his words and will never be forgotten.
Will little note nor long remember what we say here, but it can never forget what they did here.